Well, yeah, fuck off. Cloan might sell new stuff.
You've been long. Well, I was born in a land to the west, Vulcan, famous for its merchants. There were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here.
Yep, as I keep saying, she's Holwyn.
It's as if I were drawn to the place.
Oh.
Or lured in. Oh, I don't know. These stones.
Yep.
None of the differences. Oi! Mind your manners.
Oi!
You again?
Can't you say that I'm busy?
Stones? Try asking my daughter. You might be some... Now, don't go near that scum near the pit. The scoundrel's name is Gilligan, and he's infamous in our hometown. Yes, everyone's heard of him, as he always manages to stir up trouble. Gilligan can certainly be helpful at times, but he's a real conniver when it comes to money. There are even people out for his life. And you can bet he brought it on himself. Drat.
Him saying, there's even people out for his life. That it will also come into play later. I'm wondering if Morn says anything, because I can't remember where he said he was from, but I'm pretty sure he'll say something about Gilligan. Nope. I'm rich. Yeah. I think he was about to say, now have some patience. Like, fuck you, Morn, no. So we will be wanting to go to the Iron Keep Threshold Bridge bonfire. We have one more boss, and then the last big boss of this area, and then that's where I'll be calling it quits for today. Because I've got through quite a lot, more than we'll have in any other session. But then again, this session will probably be longer than any other session as well, so more editing for me, oh boy. Now this bridge. This one. The Threshold Bridge. Is a very popular location for PvP. Also, you're being there and you don't usually come out this far. Oh great, so a free shot of it. That's good. Yep, this bridge is a great PvP spot. People hold fight clubs and whatnot there. I don't know how popular it is now. I don't even know how popular Dark Souls 2 is. Darkspear Fencer Sharon. What the shit are you wearing? What the hell is that? That's got to be a new helmet. What in the shit? I have no idea what he... Well, sorry, her name's Sharon. I have no idea what that helmet is, and I'm really surprised. As for his weapons, one of them looks like to be the Spider Silk, which is a boss weapon, and the other one is the Puzzling Stone Sword, which we will get in the first DLC. Provided they haven't moved it in the one area that I'm thinking of, that'll be a pain to get to. Sharon's not doing a whole lot, is she? He says as she starts beating his ass. I wonder if she's power stancing those. Power stancing basically when you're using two weapons of similar and you've got like 150% of the stats that you need, you can hold down Y and you can power stance them, which gives you like a different moveset similar to how... Well, I say similar. In essence, it's a different way of using your weapons, just like the sword art will be in Dark Souls 3, and as same with power stancing weapons here, I will not be doing that weapon art in Dark Souls 3. Sorry about that. We can get that item later. And we'll go to that right in a second, where we will talk to the NPC that's just round the corner. Oh, there's two of these in here. Oh shit, there's three of these in here. The Long Night Gauntlets. We'll read them in a second. Ooh, and Forest Lockstone. The Alon set might actually be something we consider using. Gauntlets won by Alon Knights. The bonds of the Alon Knights who served the Old Iron King were mightier than Lan's irons, but in the end the Knights were subsumed by the flames that brought the castle down. So there you go. In here there is the doorway to a ballista, because they are called ballistas, I remembered, after the Prosua fight. And we can use it to be a little bit cheeky, a little bit rude, and get him right in the back. Very scummy thing to do, but... Now the Iron Keep is quite the what am I trying to say? A difficult area. This is why I wanted to leave it till the last of the four great ones. But the wiki says this is the order you're supposed to go in. I'm pretty sure this is the order the bonfires are in. Key ahead. Right, so that's actually key. When we go in there, we're just going to get instantly frazzled. Yeah, that's right, frazzled. So we roll in here, it puts water on it. So I'm going to go down here. And then, because of that, managed to get the Iron Key. Now, I've been reading item descriptions, but no descriptions are as important as key items. So, we'll read it. Have I been reading all? House Key, Soldier Key, Bastille Key. I didn't even read the... Oh, I'm bad, I'm sorry. The Bastille Key, key to the cells of the Lost Bastille. Long ago, a Bastille lord, driven to desperation by the rapid spread of the curse across the land, began to see each subject as a carrier of light and locked them away in droves. The entire Bastille was turned into a prison and left abandoned to rot with its prisoners. The Undead Lockaway Key, key to the prison in the Huntsman's Copse. The undead hunts during the reign of the Old Iron King took place in this forest, and the cell in which the undead were held still stand there to this day. However, the march of time has eroded away any difference between captors and the captives. An antiquated key. The key is very old. It's very old, but it's very good condition, such that it should still function. Only what lock does this key fit? It's being like coy about it, there's nothing really. Also, I've just remembered another place we can use the Forest Lockstone, so once we get to our next bonfire, we will be going back to that area. Anyways, Iron Key. Keep the iron door of the Iron Keep. The iron door of the Iron Keep. Oh, yeah, right, I've just read the bottom of it. The old Iron King's castle sunk into a lake of fire, weighed down by the castle's iron and the burden of the king's conceit. I'm not sure what conceit means. I actually want to look that up. Over the ages, the iron was stripped from the castle by opportunity passers-by. The iron door, too, must be somewhere far away, and I know where it is, and so we'll go to that. Also, conceit. It doesn't... I can't find a definition for conceit. Two seconds. Conceit. In literature, a conceit is an extended metaphor which complex logic becomes a... A conceit invites the reader into a more sophisticated understanding of an object or comparison. So, wait, but the king's conceit. So is that the king's curiosity? I suppose? Which makes sense. Also, giant bull statue. Little hut. Anyways, here is our merchant.
What? Who are you?
With his brilliant accent.
Who, me? I'm mad.
I say brilliant, I
Who
hate
else?
it, but...
What?
Have a look at my wares. Incense, you use your Skeptic spice and your Simpleton spice here. If I wanted to use a Simpleton spice, I would use it and it would lower the intelligence requirement from 15 to 14 and so on and so forth. What does he sell? He sells the Jester's set. What's that? 5... I can afford that. No, go on, vote the helmet. So I'll just read the helmet, and he also sells the bandit set. A boldly coloured jester's cap. A nice bit of fun to try on. Jesters are more than festival fixtures. Some have a second face hidden from public view. Fucking hell. Effect raises item discovery, nullifies foes' critical attacks that you can't be backstabbed. I'm not sure if you can get barrier or not. Increases number of souls acquired and reduces falling damage. So that's cool. Curse bite ring. Pretty sure. Yep. One of the several bite rings known for their peculiar design increases curse resistance. The similar, oddly disturbing design of these rings suggests the common source, whoever the master craftsman was, he clearly knew his trade. Now, it doesn't mean it's a he, because in Japanese, when no gender is specified... Sorry, I should point out. Dark Souls 2 developer From Software is a Japanese company, so that's where some of the little English errors come from. But here, clearly knew his trade. In Japanese, when there is no gender specified, they will default to he and his, so we don't actually know who created those rings. I think it was Strayed actually, but my point being that it might have been a woman. Also, he sells a lot of cool shit: human effigies, green blossoms, infinite black fire bombs, charcoal pine resin, repair powders, rusted coins, and the hello, thank you, I'm sorry, and very good carvings from Dark Souls 1 made by one of the Four Knights of Gwyn the Giant. Goth, that's it. Anyway, so treat them. Faces are carved from wood of aged trees. They speak when thrown upon the ground. The fine craftsmanship of these faces is evident even after much aging, but no one even knows the name of the artist. This face says hello. Doesn't it look friendly? This face says thank you. Doesn't it look appreciative? This face says I'm sorry. Doesn't it look apologetic? This face says very good. Doesn't it look cheerful? And then he sells spells and hexes. Dark Hail, a hex modified from an old sorcerer by Gilia the Hexer, files several orbs of darkness. Hexing is rooted in both sorcery and miracles, but is viewed as perilous affront to all life, and is banned in most lands, but not all, apparently. Darkstone. Fucking hell. An esoteric spell created by Navlan, the infamous exiled sorcerer. We'll hear about Navlan later. Creates a little vortex dark flame. Actually, we'll hear about Navlan now, apparently. The heretic Navlan was executed along with his entire village, and the mere utterance of his name became a crime. Some say it was because he sought to restore the banned art of resurrection. Well, there you go. Talk to Marigold for a bit.
I'm mainly a treasure hunter, you see. I'm only a merchant on the side. A room about, looking for a find, following me instincts. I don't care what a thing's worth. What matters is whether it grabs me. Do I enjoy what I do? Well, that's a good question. I suppose I must. I've been doing it for ages.
Marigold is from Lanafir, and as we'll read, if you remember back when we first spoke to Melentia, we read the Traveller and Merchant set, which he's got on. It's like, the odd visitor from Lanafir is always a bit strange. Like Marigold here.
Good iron in these parts. An old king even used it to build a castle.
You mean the one you're sitting in?
But the thing was too heavy. It slowly sank into the ground. Fire spouted from the earth, and the place turned into this. At least, that's what I've been told. What a bad story, eh? So, what'll it be? Anything for you today?
Sorry, just had a phone call there. Continue speaking to Marigold.
Hey, you know that old fella with the hulking blue sword?
Still haven't met him yet, stop spoiling it, everybody.
He talks really highly of it. I got a feeling it's a fake. I didn't want to disappoint him, so I just sort of talked around it. Let me just say, there are lots of legendary swords out there. Have you heard of the shrine on the eastern edge of Drang Lake?
More story spoilers.
Built to honour the dragons, they say. If only I knew how to get there. I'd go and I'd comb it for goodies.
Goodies.
I'm mainly a treasurer.
Basically, keep... Aye, where are you off to? Somewhere late on the crust.